And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Comfort and Chaos with me and, of course, my co-host Will, all the way in the high mountaintops of Colorado. And today we're going to go into your daily dose of chaos. We're going to cover it. You know, a lot of stuff's going on today. I'm pretty sure you guys are tracking everything that's going on. But today we're just going to go into it. Two main ones that kind of stick out to us, you know, especially as senior military leaders, you know, stuff that sticks out to us, and of course our own little perspective and our analysis on this and our takes, you know, and they are only ours. Okay, they're not, we don't speak based off the organizations we represent, let's just put it that way, you know. But thank you guys for tuning in, thank you guys for being present, and also we got another thank you, but I'm gonna let Will cover this one.
Yeah, brother. Hey, big shout out to everybody who has joined us on the journey, right? The amazing last few weeks, gigantic numbers for us.
That's right.
Going from under 1,000, we're over 3,000 subscribers now.
3,000 subscribers, team. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much, everybody.
It is a growing team, and if you aren't already a part of the team, please hit that subscribe button. It's free, doesn't cost you nothing. Hit the subscribe button, be part of the team. And be part of the content too. I mean, comment down below, share your input, follow us on our socials. I mean, all the links are always posted in the description, and be a part of the team, you know, and we do engage, you know, so we encourage it, you know, and we're here to learn from each other. We're here to have conversations and have a good time doing it, you know, and just enjoying life as we find comfort in our chaos.
You guys are the ones that are on the ground floor. Right, so you'll be able to talk shit to everybody, like, hey, I follow these guys.
We love, you know,
under
that's right, man.
1,000 subscribers, because we're going to the moon, baby. That's how it's gonna work.
And let me tell you, as a first sergeant, you know, as a senior military leader, let me tell you, I love shit talk. I love it. Bring it. I love shit talk. Anyways, hey, also, hey, I noticed the t-shirt you're wearing, dude. It's kind of the same swag as mine. And we did not plan this. For the record, we did not plan this.
We didn't. But
no, we didn't. It just happens naturally.
We're constantly, you know, heckling a certain company to hook us up.
That's right,
guys.
Buffalo Trace. We're keeping the faith. All right, faith like a mustard seed. I got faith in you guys.
Buffalo Trace for their evenings.
That's right.
Black Rifle for your mornings. Right?
And day. Let me tell you, sometimes I rely on that.
At some point, you just go from Black Rifle straight to Buffalo Trace, and sometimes you drink Buffalo Trace.
Sometimes you mix them.
Mug.
Exactly. Oh well, Will. Let's get right into it, man.
Let's do it.
What a day. What a day. You know, I mean, there's so much I'm sure we can pick and talk about. But obviously, the two that really come out to me, you know, is obviously what's going on in the UK right now. You know, all that craziness that's going on in the UK. There's a lot of just the government's going a little. I mean, I think it's getting a little crazy over there, and the government's going a little bit. I mean, I was always taught, Will, that and you let me know too. Whenever you give the government an inch, they're gonna take a mile. And they're never going to, whatever you give, you're never going to get it back. You know, whatever control you give, you never get that back. You know, I don't know. You can share your thoughts, but there's a lot of craziness going on, a lot of protests, a lot of riots, as you guys know, over in the UK. I believe what started it was, wasn't it like a little girl got stabbed to death?
Three
women. Okay, so three females.
Girls, yeah.
3 females got stabbed, and they were all the suspects were immigrants, right?
Yeah, pretty much. 3 little girls. This crazy human went on a stabbing spree. Basically, you know, went to a dance studio and stabbed 3 girls, which that just sparked a lot of frustration. And the immigration policies within the UK. And it absolutely has blown up. And I mean, it's we're hitting killdozer territory. How do you get out of this one, right? It is a nasty situation.
Oh man, and it's almost like it looks in comparison to like what happened here during the George Floyd chaos that basically went across the U.S. And it too also was from a murder. A murder started that, and basically 3 murders are starting this. And it's a little bit crazy, but as we always tell a lot of people, things are always different once you leave these borders. It's not the same. And people I think are starting to realize that a different government they run a country a whole lot different than we are here in the U.S.
Yeah, it's that in a combination with when they were part of the EU and how that was all working out, and some of the very liberal policies when it came to immigration. When you start talking about absolutely mass migration of folks coming out of the Middle East, Northern Africa, flowing up in through Europe, and ending up in the UK, and it was basically not allowed to even question that or question those policies. If you questioned that at all, you were declared an absolute racist and an Islamophobe and right. So when you bring that number of folks into a society and don't have a plan to integrate them, you're seeing what is a failed policy. I wonder what that kind of fucking sounds like. It's currently fucking happening at our southern
attention
border.
Team. Pay attention. Pay attention.
Mass welfare programs, right? Like, and people got sick of it. And there's absolutely racist shitheads on both sides of this argument. That are stirring shit up. But I think Gen Pop is obviously very upset.
Well, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, we actually got a few videos we're going to play for you guys and kind of get you spun up on this whole deal, and we'll go into this.
British authorities are threatening to hold Americans accountable for online activity the British police blame for stoking violent riots happening on their streets. Here's national correspondent Kayla Gaskins.
Thank you, NBC Montana.
The worst riots the United Kingdom has seen in years. Fueled by false information spread online. Rumors claiming a Muslim asylum seeker is the one responsible for a mass stabbing that left 3 children dead and several more injured at a Taylor Swift-themed event.
Oh, this was a Swiftie?
Yeah. This is another one of the, right, like just how the the potential bombings were supposed to occur, and there was that big terror attack. I think it was in Amsterdam. Another Swiftie event. The Swifties are gonna rise up and fucking fix counterterrorism for us all here.
Hey, there you go, man. Around. Hey, stand with Swifties as they battle counterterrorism.
Yeah.
Oh man, let's go.
The suspect, however, is a 17-year-old UK citizen born in Wales to Rwandan parents. The head of police now threatening extradition and jail time to U.S. citizens for online posts allegedly egging on the violence from afar.
If you're a keyboard warrior, you're not safe from the law if you incite violence.
Giving this response when a Sky News reporter asked about the controversial comments made by the riots on X by Elon Musk.
What do they think is going to happen? I mean, the internet is
fucking dare you.
I mean, what do you think is going to happen? I mean, I'm thinking I may have to go watch the movie V for Vendetta. Like, I'm starting to feel this is some like V for Vendetta stuff right here. I mean, the internet, I mean, you tell me, Will, like the internet is going to go crazy. Do they not know this already?
Oh, they've already gone crazy. I absolutely love Elon fucking jumping in and basically telling them all to go fuck themselves. It's beautiful.
Okay, dude, I dare you. Yeah, bring it, bro. Bring it. That's what they want you to do.
People throw the false force of the law at people. And whether you're in this country committing crimes on the streets or committing crimes from further afield online, we will come after you.
UK authorities
Hey,
have
you better be
already
careful,
arrested their
Will.
own citizens
Party
for online
2.0.
activity. For
Tea Party
example, a
2.0.
55-year-old woman was arrested for publishing written material to stir up racial hatred and false communication. 2 other British men also arrested for social media posts. The Prime Minister sending this warning.
I guarantee you will regret taking part in this disorder, whether directly or those whipping up this action online.
We spoke with Aaron Turr with the Foundation for Individual Rights
Let me
and
tell
Expression.
you. And I'll tell
The
you
government
what,
absolutely
man.
should arrest and prosecute anyone engaged in political violence. But in times of unrest, governments have a tendency to overreach and to undermine civil liberties like freedom of speech in the name of public safety.
UK laws surrounding free
What?
speech are different than those here in the U.S. And
Yes,
while
they
it's not
are.
impossible, it's highly unlikely British authorities will go after U.S.-based social media posters like Elon Musk for violating British laws in an online space. I'm Kelly.
Way to go, Elon.
Why are you starting shit, Elon?
Dude, see what I'm saying though, man? Like, I mean, it's getting crazy over there. And
yeah, it's super interesting, right? When you look at it from the legal perspective. You know, the 2 cats that they were, you know, they referenced in that report, it's really difficult to find out what they're actually arresting folks for. Number one. Right, it's all very generic. It's hate speech. It's okay, like define that for me. And the UK government has done an absolute dog shit job of defining that. Those 2 were specifically, and I think even in the US you could potentially press charges. Those 2 were like, hey, let's go we should go burn down this it was like an apartment building housing refugees.
I
They're
got
like,
you.
hey, let's go
So
burn that
straight
down
up.
in a minute. Yeah, like
Yeah, so-
that's right. You are specifically inciting violence. So
there's no question. It is.
There's right. You would get in trouble in the US for the same shit. It's the other almost 600 people that they've arrested. I think they've jailed. I think it's over 160. But they've arrested over,
man.
I think it's 600 at this point, and climbing, for social media posts. And, you know, if you were posting, you know, videos of some of these riots that were occurring, and saying, hey, like, we need to take our street back. Like, you were now inciting violence and gonna face jail time. It's wild.
So, I mean, just to get this straight, so the whole source of their protest, though, is based off like the whole standing ground that they're standing on is what, again, against the immigration? Is like their immigration policies? Is that what it is?
So a large group of folks from the UK were standing up saying, hey, like, we've got an issue with immigration. And it's funny that you mentioned like the BLM stuff, right? There's very close ties. You know, you see the same parallels there, not ties. But there's some of the same parallels where you have folks saying, hey, like, I've got a problem with this mass migration thing. You've got, you know, we're creating a welfare state. There's, you know, these areas where you can't go. Like, this complexion would not fare well inside of certain parts of the UK. But you know, we have the same problem inside the US. So okay, whatever. But right there, so they're protesting some super racist dudes on that end, right? Come out of the woodworks as well, and start, right? There's violence against very innocent, you know, Muslims and minorities inside their communities, right? So now they get all fucking hyped up. Now they start protesting and tuning up Whitey, and it's just this back and forth of you know, chaos, right? It is chaos, and the UK government has not had a good response to it, and
No,
they are trying to walk a very delicate line to not piss everybody off, and they're kind of fucking failing.
You know, what's pretty crazy too is I've seen some of these arrest videos, you know, and since we're on the topic of them getting arrested, but I've seen some of these arrest videos, and I don't know if you guys have seen some of them too, but it's weird because it's like they're randomly walking into, it's almost like they're walking into a coffee shop, and it's a day when the suspect doesn't even know it, and they're just probably sitting at a coffee shop, you know, enjoying their coffee. All of a sudden these officers come in, and it was like, "Excuse me, sir, will you kindly step outside?"
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you know, and they're
they
just
do
like,
too, right?
What for?
You never see this shit in the US.
So will you step outside? We'd like to have a chat. You know, and I'm like, damn,
Taser
man.
deployed.
Yeah, man. So I just think it's pretty hilarious, man. But like you said, though, they are arresting individuals, you know, and they're going full fledged. You can see the prime minister's on board. They already announced it. Like the government's going full fledged now. Will did bring it up, though. They are arresting people by the hundreds, you know, and here's the thing. They don't have room for them. You know, their prisons are already pretty full. And one thing that really stood out to me today, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you've heard this news, and we'll play this clip where they're kicking off what's called Operation Early Dawn. And this video will explain basically what it is.
A very good morning to you. We start with this morning's breaking news. The government has confirmed that it's activated an emergency plan to avoid overcrowding in jails. Operation Early Dawn is a long-standing but very rarely used contingency plan. It means defendants can be held in police cells.
So keep in mind that this is something that they've already had in place.
Until a space in prison is available. Court dates can be delayed or adjourned at short notice. And the measures are being put in place in the North East and Yorkshire, Cumbria and Lancashire, Merseyside and Cheshire, and Manchester regions. There's a close correlation here with areas that have seen the most serious violence during far-right riots. I'm joined by political correspondent Mari Rohrer for the significance.
So basically, if you saw there, the top bullet piece right there, the top bullet piece said basically confined in jail until availability in prison. So what that means is they're going to transfer you to prison based off your court date. But because they're so full, it's going to be delayed. So they'll hold you in jail, which their jail cells are filling up. So what they're doing is this opens the door for them to do basically like when you guys if you ever been to a club and you stand outside and you're in line and then they're at capacity inside. So once two people come out, they'll allow the next two to go in. Basically, that's what they're doing. So they're doing a review right now of their prisons, and they're going to basically just put people out on the streets, back on the streets, probation or something. I don't know what they call it, but they're going to put people out to make room to bring these new people in, you know? So it's based off like Will was saying, based off the way they've been handling things, I see this is just a whole new level of chaos that they're about to embrace. So it's going to be pretty crazy. This Operation Early Dawn, you know?
Yeah. And right, you hear it there too, right? Like everything is far right, everything. Yeah. Like it's both sides getting fucking crazy, but it's far right. Okay, like everything's far right. Okay,
far right, and they're very big on saying that. So if you watch any of the news, and I challenge you guys to use your own analysis too. So if you're watching these clips, you're going to hear right, always thrown out there. You're going to hear that a lot. You know, oh, this person's the far right this, and the right did this, you know, and you're going to hear that. And it's pretty crazy the way they throw that out there so blatantly, but they know a lot of them they just focus on, hey, they know people aren't going to really pay attention to that. They're just going to hear that. And it's just, you're going to keep throwing that psychological effect into them. Hate, you know, this is what started it. You know, go after the right, you know. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I don't know, man. You know, I know you know, what's crazy, Will, is I've always wanted to visit London, you know, I always want to take a gig, take me out to the UK, go visit the history and stuff. But now I don't even want to go there right now. You know, no. I'm like, dude, gonna wait till this chaos cloud kind of goes away. You know,
just make sure you get your map of the no-go zones.
I want to stay in the green zone. But no, it's crazy though, guys. And in comparison, so I'm gonna pull up another video here, and I want you to see something here. Now, this video goes back a couple of years now, when you guys can remember, but you saw what they were doing in the UK, and they're getting arrested. And here's where I find it very, I don't know. I want you guys to check this video out. Let's see what we got here. Oh man. Oh man.
That's a mostly peaceful riot.
This is a very mostly peaceful riot.
Peaceful.
You know. Now imagine if this was the UK right now.
It is.
Well, people are being arrested and going to jail. Here, you're seeing cop cars just being danced on.
Well, you're seeing some of that there too.
Riots, protests, and looting have broken out in Minnesota as Black Lives Matter supporters congregate.
So there you go, team. That was basically a Black Lives Matter protest, peaceful protest. But I just wanted you to just see that, because there's some comparisons, you guys. There's some takeaways there. Obviously, the one is, I mean, thank God you're in America, right? For one, you know, because you can see the same thing is going on in a different country, and people are being arrested and put in jail by the hundreds every day.
That's just for their speech.
And that's just for their speech. That's just posting on social media and so forth. There, I mean, you saw stores broken into, looting, you know, destruction of property. I mean, it was pretty crazy. And I'm pretty sure you guys remember those times. Emotions were high, you know. People were making a lot of decisions based off emotion and not thinking logically, you know. And that was something, that was some chaos that I know we all remember, you know, and going to remember. But I just wanted to play that video so you guys can kind of see the comparison. You know, there is definitely some takeaways you can apply in that, you know. I don't know, Will, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, for all the issues that this country has, right? You know, thank God I'm here.
Yeah, that's literally what I was thinking. That was one of the biggest takeaways. I'm like, hey, thank God I'm American.
Yeah. And it'll be very interesting to see, you know, if the UK and their government tries to actually tackle some of the root causes of this, or are they just going to, and I know what they're going to do, which is what they've already started to do, which is just, hey, if you even question us, you're just racist and Islamophobe and
yep.
Right. Like, I'm all for, you know, expanding, you know, culture, having diversity in thought, diversity in our religions. But when you don't have a plan to integrate,
that's the thing,
that many people, and they are not indoctrinated into your society, and it's a vastly different society. If you've ever been to North Africa and the Middle East, than
it is
the UK, the US. It's different. It's very different. And you're going to have problems. Like, and they're having, and it's hitting the boiling point, and it'll be interesting to see where it goes.
Yeah, I agree. And we're going to see where this goes, team.
Elon predicts civil war.
I mean, that's what a lot of social media is saying, civil war on the brink, you know, but they're also saying, hey, it sucks for you guys though, because you guys don't have guns. You know, there's no Second Amendment over there. So, you know, good luck. Hope you got slingshots ready to go. Anyways, man, let's go on to the next thing. So the next thing we'll touch base on is obviously the DNC. You know, it kicks off today. And I was very curious to see how this is going to flow, even myself as an American, you know, as an American father and human being, you know, and military leader. You always got to pay attention to what's going on, you know. But the one thing I noticed, and I don't know, Will, you tell me, I mean, there's some craziness going on over there. It almost looks like the UK.
Yeah, man. When you
I don't know, I don't get what's going. I was just curious because like this party is supposed to be like
it's joy,
love, acceptance, joy, peace.
Did you see this? This
no
is the,
war.
This is the candidacy of joy, baby.
That exactly.
It's so happy. Everybody's so happy. Like, what are you talking
happiness, you know?
Happy.
And I don't know, man. I think we got an article here, a picture that you pulled up. Let's see this.
Yeah, man. I mean, we're sparking all of the joy, right? And we're getting that joy right as the Democratic Party is about to finish the old yeller of Joe Biden, as he basically gets walked off the stage tonight and put down, which is joy.
Yeah.
Joy. So this is the so
this is what's going on in Chicago right now. Huh?
Right? I don't know if you spot it in here, but there's, you know, a lot of the Free Palestine, some, you know, oh, there we go. Feminists and LGBTQ plus IA 763 for, you know, Queers for Palestine, where if any of those people were actually in Palestine,
I was going to say
Palestinians would hang them.
I was going to say, have they not been there? Have they not been to the Middle East?
I don't think that they've been there because they wouldn't have come back.
Yeah.
Here's all the wonderful pictures. Oh, look at this. These are the businesses.
This is crazy.
In the area from the Joy Fest that is currently happening.
Wow. It's Joy Fest 2024.
It's so good. Yeah, man.
That I do not want to be there. I would hate to be there right now. That is insane. And you know what's crazy, man, is I've touched this base on this. I touched this on a video previously, but all these, I mean, these protesters, it's like, dude, I don't think they've ever left the country.
And this is the far left of, it's the same fucking group.
I'm just curious.
It's their group.
What is going on? Like, I mean, dude, you're supposed to be on the same team, right? Like, I mean, this is a team celebration. This is where you guys hype each other up and get ready to go to face the big game, you know?
Yeah. This is the far left. This is the far left, right? This is the farthest of the far.
This is just
coming out.
It's insane. It's insane.
Yell from the rafters. You know, maybe if there was a, you know, I mean, we're saving democracy. Okay, I don't know if you heard, like, we're saving fucking democracy at this point. You know, maybe if there was a primary where people would cast a vote for, you know, your candidate of choice. Oh wait, that fucking happened.
Oh, that happened. Just nobody knew about it.
Yeah, that guy's coming out tonight to hand the torch over. I.e., he was cooed by his own party
basically
after the fact.
Basically, I mean, and this is the most popular voted. We're talking 81 million votes.
Yeah,
81 million. That, I mean, damn, 81 million. Can you imagine? Like the most popular, just done like that.
Yeah, this is
how I mean, I don't know. Did you pay for those votes? I don't know. Like, I'm curious. I don't know, because this doesn't make sense. And I mean, you guys tell me, comment down below, let me know, because when you apply some actual common sense analysis, you know, it just doesn't make sense. You know, a lot of things just don't add up, at least to me, you know, to me.
It's joy and unity, brother. Joy and unity, and not answering any fucking questions. And
that looks like a lot of joy and
any policy, any real policy, other than what you're, you know, the few little things that the Democratic Party has spouted, specifically, right, the Harris campaign has spouted as potential policy agendas, that even the Democratic wing of the party, Biden's own economic advisor came out and was like, that's fucking lunacy, when she's talking about giving $25,000 to home buyers, the child tax credit, they ripped off from JD Vance, saying, hey, he wanted to do it without any actual substance, and to play both sides of it, right? Neither has the Republican Party put out really any substantive plans or policy. Like, hey, we want to do a thing. Both of them are doing the exact same fucking thing.
I mean, they really are. It seems like the other side is just basically taking a tweet, whatever Donald Trump tweets. Oh, I want to do this, and all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, that's going to be a policy. Let's run with that."
Yeah, to some extent, for sure. But the crazy thing is, right? Like, even the ones that anytime he says something that's popular, Kamala Harris comes out 2 days later is like, "Yeah, we'll do that too."
Yeah,
and you see the disparaging, like,
I know
the difference in mainstream media when one side does it versus the other side does it. That's so fucking wild.
Here's the thing, if I was Kamala, everything that he's saying or she's saying that she's going to do, I would already start kind of like get the ball rolling while I'm in the office. Like, you're in the seat, like you got placement and access to start getting the ball rolling and build up a short little resume where you can start selling some stuff, But at the same time, to me, I'm like, well, you've had placement and access. What have you done? Like, you want to do all these things, but you've had placement and access to do things. Like, I mean, what's going on? Like, did you just get? It's almost like you got blindsided at the last minute, saying, "Oh shit, I should have did. I didn't know I was going to be okay. I'll do it, but oh shit, I'm going to be the one."
The fact that they're essentially campaigning to fix the clusterfuck that they started, from the Democratic perspective, and the inflationary spiral that has happened, and their policy agenda is essentially, let's pump more money into the system and do price gouging controls, which you talk to any economist that even has a fundamental basic understanding, they're like, that's bad. That's real bad.
Yeah, they know. And they know. And a lot of people don't really know how inflation is produced. Like, they don't really know. They think that, oh yeah, prices just go up naturally, blah, blah, blah. That's not how it works. It's controlled through government spending. That is the ultimate source of inflation.
In large part,
in a huge chunk. Huge chunk.
Yeah, some of it. I mean, a lot of it's still the remnants of COVID, but
government
supply
spending.
Chain disruption, the stuff in Ukraine disrupting food insecurities in other parts of the world. Like, there's a myriad of factors, right? But what you can't do is artificially pump a bunch of money into an economy, which
print cash, you throw it out there,
drives inflation, and that's all they're talking about doing is just more spending, which equals more taxes to pay for that spending. You're paying for it. I'm paying for it, and it's absolutely insane. But joy and unity, and not answering policy questions. I love it. I'm so happy, dude.
Oh yeah, man, that's some joy. Hey, I'm curious, man. How do you think the rest of this week's going to turn out for them?
I'm interested to see where the protests go and if it winds up getting super wild. Like I said, we're night one. I think tonight, Biden gets put out to pasture. Right. It's, I think Clinton's up on day 3. And luckily for him, they're handing out, I don't know if you heard this, they're handing out free abortions and vasectomies.
I heard that. Like, in a bus, there's like one of those like little vasectomy buses and abortion buses driving around just like for free.
Yeah. You just pay what you can, man. Like, do what you can, dude.
There you guys go.
They got an 18-foot statue of an IUD, but the Republicans are the ones that are weird. Like, okay.
Dude, what's going on, man?
Well, listen to this, right? Like this is the unity. Like this is the shit. Let me pull this up, right? So it's this is the opener for the DNC, right? Civil rights activist Melanie Campbell was one of the first speakers at the DNC convention in Chicago today. Now, Ms. Campbell has been seen as a potential problem for the Democratic message.
I think I lost you for a little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
But now I got you back.
All right. So she was making some comments during a Zoom call with a fellow activist named Cora Masters Bailey. Her exact quotes were, "We have to change our strategy. We got to get our people. We have to get they got their people. They got all the trailer parks all covered," Barry said during the Zoom. "All them people up in West Virginia, the hills, they are covered. They got them all the way there to Wall Street. Trump did that. And we're sitting here talking about the white women? Fuck the white women. Excuse me. Forget the white women. They're going to do what the white men tell them to do," Barry continued, eliciting laughter and clapping from Campbell. That's the fucking human that they have as their opener for the DNC.
Wow, dude.
Just a few days ago, fuck those white women. Like,
damn.
If you heard a Republican say that,
oh, dude,
there is rioting in the fucking streets, man.
Damn, dude. I'm thinking, like, imagine you as a command sergeant major, and you're in a meeting with your first sergeants, and one of your first sergeants throws that statement out in your meeting.
I'd instantly fire him.
Exactly.
I'd fire him. I like
relief for cause.
DNJ, like, I'm going after you for everything you got. Like,
exactly.
You don't say that about anyone. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
And that's accepted. That's what gets
accepted in that party.
Like, that is the standard. Like, that's accepted. Actions and behaviors like that is accepted. And that's how I know it's hard for me to lean on that for leadership right there.
Oh, yeah.
Those kind of actions and behaviors, it's hard for me to lean on that as leadership right there. Just leadership. That's what you got to follow. That is going to lead you into the fight. That's going to lead you through the challenges, through the obstacles, that you're going to face. To me, those are not actions and behaviors of a leader. No.
Yeah.
Not with talk like that or actions and behavior. No. Sorry to say, not a fan. I'm just a normal human being.
No, man.
Normal American and not a fan.
We're not talking about substance and policy enough, and we're talking about Orange Man bad.
Yeah.
Now,
it's emotion.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of, like, I have been upfront. I'm not a fan of Donald Trump. But when I see shit like that, and I see some of the policies or lack thereof coming out of the other side, and what they did to the democratic process, what the fuck? Like, I don't even know where to go with it, man.
I know what you're saying, man, and I'm right there with you. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys too. I encourage you, check this stuff out. We're not just making this up. It's all out there for you guys to research and do your own analysis. And that's basically what I encourage the most out of everybody. Just do your own analysis. Do not believe every bumper sticker that is going to be thrown at you, because that's obviously, it seems like that's their play. They're just going to use your emotional appeal.
Yeah. Both sides are doing the same thing.
Yeah. Both sides. You're right. You're absolutely right. Both sides are doing it. I mean, it's weird, because that is the shift that politics has taken now.
Yeah.
It is the shift that they've taken. They've taken the shift of, let's appeal to their emotion. Let's get them through an emotional. If we can grab them emotionally, then we know we got them. We're connected. Don't worry about what I do. Don't worry about all the stuff I do behind the scenes. Don't worry about that, or the decisions I make over there, or my resume. Ignore all that. How about man bad, lady bad? Okay, here's what we're going to throw at you.
Yeah.
Dude, no. I look at actions and behaviors. Characteristics of a leader, team. Pay attention to those. All right. Oh man, I don't know, dude. I think that's enough for us today. I can't get into this anymore.
No, man. If I don't stop, I'm gonna finish this bottle of Buffalo Trace.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The Buffalo Trace, please.
And then we're gonna go streaking in the quad.
We're gonna.
Man, that's. I'm so excited for all of this.
Sounds like a good time, actually. Sounds like a good time. And if you did it over in Chicago right now, it'd be perfectly normal.
Yeah, it'd be fine.
You'll be fine, dude. You might even get like 10 other people joining you. Like, hey, I'm with you, brother. I'm with you.
Palestinian flag on my bare ass and.
Yo, you ever thought about just go full random, like do like a Guyana flag or something? You know,
they wouldn't fucking know the difference.
They're not gonna know, but no one's that. I mean, you can use that.
Yeah.
You know? Oh man, just have fun with it. You know, just have fun with it.
Yeah.
Oh well, team. I think that I don't know, Will. I think that's just about it for the team can handle and myself as well. All right, guys. Hey, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you so much. I hope this was productive and aided in some of your guys' knowledge or helped you out as far as what you didn't know, you know, and gave you a different perspective at least. And if not, hey, I would love to hear about it. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your concerns. Let me know what you guys know that I don't know. Maybe there's something me and Will are talking about and we're way off. Let us know. By all means, comment down below. And also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. All right. We're on our way up there, team. We want you to be part of the journey. Let's do this. Let's go to the moon together. All right. Let's go to the moon together as we continue to find comfort in our chaos. Will, what you got for them?
You know, all this stuff, you know, it has me thinking, if the Lord can bless other things than holy water, I think holy guacamole deserves something. I think guacamole deserves something. So if anybody knows, you know, if that's a thing and you could comment down below, that'd be great. Thanks.
All right, team. Thank you so much. We're out. See you next time.